Thanksgiving is in 10 days. If you're cooking, you know that, and you're already planning. It's a really great time. Some people say it's their favorite day of the year. Get everyone together. You don't have to worry about gifts. All you do is eat and spend time together. And then, not always. You got friends and family dynamics, and sometimes you're like, I just want this day to end. Political, personal differences. Oof. Let's just make it a good, happy day.
Wish it was just the turkey and the fixins, you know?
Honestly, our old entertainment reporter used to have a line that said, if a day doesn't end with a slap in the face and a shot of whiskey and someone saying, get over it, it's Thanksgiving, it's not a holiday.
That's awesome.
I was like, oh my gosh, Kirk.
It's a good one.
But truly, there is drinking and eating and a lot of family dynamics. Cheryl, what do you do?
A lot. Well, even in that video that just opened up, right? The problem is that you're captive at a table
right.
for like at least an hour.
Yes. And alcohol's involved.
And
usually.
there's alcohol, and there's a long lead up to alcohol, because no matter what time you say you're eating, it's usually at least an hour past when you said. So there's a lot of drinking, and then you're sitting, and it's like, well.
And you're looking right at them.
Right? And then just somebody's going to bring something up. And it could be, and for every family, everyone's got their unique special something, right? It's like who's not at the table, who wasn't invited.
Who's sitting next to who.
Right, who's sitting next to who, politics, whose kid is acting up. And so someone's like, you know, are you going to do something about your kids? Like, it could be so many things. So let's start with the alcohol. Like an expert tip. Reduce the alcohol consumption.
Go
easy on the alcohol. I mean, it helps, right? It helps keep things managed, because I think what you want to go into it is you want to go in going, do I have any boundaries? Do I have any boundaries I want to set, right? Like making this up, right? Yeah, my kid's not coming. They're older now. They're going with the boyfriend's family, right? I don't want to hear from grandma, grandpa, aunt, and uncle, and everybody.
Saying they couldn't be with us.
They couldn't be with us, right? So maybe I set that boundary. Hey, I want to let you guys know my kid's not going to be here. I really don't want to talk about it. It's hard for me too. Let's not talk about it, right? Hopefully people will respect that. That's one thing to do. Another thing to do is just, if you're hosting, especially, if you don't want to talk about politics or certain topics, maybe you put it out there. You can be humorous about it. Hey guys, let's lay off on, politics this holiday.
Yeah, that's hard.
That's a hard one.
That's a hard one, especially since it penetrates every aspect of our lives, and we're so divided as a country that inevitably, even the price of the turkey is going to bring up politics. Do you know what I mean? So
yes.
How about navigating? Because you can set boundaries. There's always someone in every family, I would imagine, who doesn't respect boundaries. So let's say you set the boundaries, they're not respected. How do you then deal once, hey, that boundary has been crossed and okay, we're into politics, how do I deal with it?
Well, I think one thing to keep in your back pocket as a tool is to say, you know what, this Thanksgiving I want to focus on the things we do have in common. Yeah, it's just sort of, as opposed to, what do we have in common? Who's traveling this year? Who took a great trip in the last year? Who's whatever. And so it's a way of basically not saying like, Phil, I told you we're not talking about politics, right? It's just,
that doesn't work.
Right, it's sort of, it could be a wink, right? It depends on your personality, but it's sort of like, hey, why don't we talk about like the things we wanted? What do we want to do this next year? Of course, what are we grateful for? I think you have to have like your line literally in your back pocket though, because again, you might have had something to drink, or you might be stressed because you're trying to get everything out and then someone brings something up at like the wrong time. Taking deep breaths are really important too. Really, and even having an excuse, even if it's just a lie, this is my time, I say it's okay, like just to, I've got to go check on something, right? And if
we let our guard down with our families too. That's part of it too, right? You are who you are with your family.
Or you are who you were too as a child or a young adult. You all of a sudden you regress and you're like, wait, all of a sudden I'm the CEO here, and but with my family, I'm the baby of the family.
Yep.
Right? So we go back to our old regressions.
This is good stuff. We should plan now, because you're planning the meal, plan this. And if all else fails, say, how about them Broncos?
That's right.
Maybe everybody agrees.
You could totally direct with that.
You could.
I'm just
9-2. Actually, it'd be more by then.